I find it funny that the last Lord of the Rings, Mordor game basically sets up if they were to do it like, oh god, yay, Middle Earth's at peace. No, it's not.
It's set up. It's weird. A lot.
Celegromar's back. The guy who can create the freaking One Ring. No, you're screwed. You just got rid of Sauron.
One of the. I don't know who's worse, him or his master.
Agamor?
Morgoth.
Or whatever. Morgoth? Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know if the elves and the Valoron knew that shit. That they, just sending Sauron back wasn't exactly the best idea because Celegromar's around. You need to kill both fuckers. Then you'll have peace. Because one guy mainly was a master manipulator and took the main ring of Celegromar's and conquered everything, but still.
But I'm amazed that Celebrimbor was able to even make basically the light side version of the One Ring.
And then they had the big battle in the Eye in the Mordor game. I can't think of the second one.
Yeah. War of the Ring. Oh, yeah. Shadow of War.
Shadow of War, which was basically the only reason, and I thought it was interesting was, oh god, the ranger guy you were playing as. I cannot remember his name.
It's almost another thing. If you really look at it now, it's basically an origin to one of the 9 Black Riders.
Yeah,
the 2 games.
Also, it explains why when Bilbo had the freaking ring, why for 60 years nothing freaking happened. It's a filler in the gap because I was always wondering, what the hell, Bilbo? You had that thing and you should have been found,
Well, the thing is, it didn't wake itself up either. It didn't send out that call that Gandalf was talking about.
Yeah, until whatever, many years later. But it was only thanks to what's his face, the guy after he killed Grimoire, and he puts on. I found that interesting was
Isildur's ring.
Isildur. I was like, that's Isildur. I called it immediately. I was like, that has got to be Isildur. And it was. He puts on the Isildur ring and for 60 years fights the ring race. That's a pretty long time.
He did a good job.
Before he succumbed to their call.
So that just shows he was a bad motherfucker. He wasn't as... Because I hate when Celebrimbor betrayed me. I was like, you fucking bastard. But once I saw that I was back up, I was like, okay, I can summon dead people now.
Oh yeah, just laid them there.
I'm playing the multiplayer now.
That's fine. But yeah, yeah, that pissed me off. Celebrimbor stabbing you back for a freaking elf. I'm like, go figures.
For his own yeah. But the problem is, he's not like that in the background story. He's one of the most beloved, like by his people.
I think I touched the Accelerator Works a long time ago back in high school, so I have very little memory of them because they didn't stick out as much to me as the original books did. For God's sakes, to my day, the favorite Lord of the Rings movie is still The Two Towers. Because they were screwed. Honor the fallen and protect the living. Oh, I love Legolas flicks out in Elven tongue. They have that big fight between.
I don't care what people say about the 3 Hobbit movies. I actually enjoyed them because think about it. To do the Hobbit book alone without adding the stuff from the extended universe. Which that was the only way. That was the only way you could have made it a trilogy. But the extended universe had important things that set up in Lord of the Rings.
But I wonder, Peter. But that's the one thing the Hobbit suffered from, and this is what I've said. The reason, I said the Hobbit movies are kind of garbage on story, but at the same time they're very hit or miss. Like they have their good moments, and then they have their bad moments. Like
what I forgave it for was at least the Battle of the 5 Armies was a fucking battle. That was like, okay, you led up to at least you got that battle down.
I hated Smaug. What they did to Smaug, they just like killed him in one shot. I'm like, what the hell?
But that's how he died in that's how he died in the book with one shot.
I know, but you should have killed him at the end of the second movie and had the 5 army battles start being the 3rd movie. I was like, that was stupid. That's the one narrative problem I have with it. I was like, why did you build Smaug up real big, and in the 3rd movie he just gets killed?
It's almost like being it's almost like, yeah, they had to be detrimental to the book as well because he died that fast as well. He died real fast.
It would have been awesome because you have that big old awesome inside his treasure trove fight, and he busts out, and at the end of the movie, you see him with the bow he set fire to this thing because it was, and he gets killed, and then it cuts to the elves.
Hold on! Jeez, they always calling me when I'm doing something.
So yeah. Although I always did find Legolas's father an asshole. It's like, Legolas, just punch your father. Please.
Yeah, but his dad didn't test him after that. His dad was the one that sent him to the meeting.
Yep, and his dad was the one who sent them to go find Aragorn.
Yeah, so his dad made up. His dad, they admitted his dad made up for his shit.
Like, he tried to make up, but you know, there was so much bad blood. But
son of a motherfucker.
So he got plenty of time to make up for his issues. But my favorite scene in the older of those was the Sauron fight with Galadriel.
Oh yeah.
And you see all three of the White Council go full tilt against the Ringwraiths.
What's funny, that was in the expanded thing, because that did happen where she cleared them out of. It was supposed to be orcs, but I'll take the spirit form of the Nazgul.
Oh, the Nazgul were underused in the base movie. So when I got to see them in full-blown regalia armor, I was like, oh, thank you.
The armor they wore in life.
Yeah, I was like, thank you, Peter Jackson. I was like, you made the Witch King cool, but all the others weren't as. But then in this one, you made them complete badasses.
I'm gonna give the Amazon show the benefit of the doubt because it's gonna take place during the age when Sauron was causing those problems that we see towards the end of the very first, the prologue of the first movie.
Yeah, well, here's the interesting thing about that is, this is the sad thing. Sauron got screwed. Oh, well, Sauron or yeah, the white one. I can't get them mixed up.
Saruman.
Saruman got screwed by saying, "I'll go to Mordor alone." I'm like, "Oh, you so doomed."
But think about it. They are the. If you have no knowledge of the book, you won't know that. Well, shit. I just forgot because I was reading a comment. Refresh my memory.
Gandalf, Elrond, Galadriel.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Them, Sauron, and Gandalf are the same entity as Sauron.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same spirit beings. They just take the forms that they have.
Yeah, they're Valmir or Valmor. I can't think of the freaking name they're called.
They're Maiar.
Yeah, and there's
there's Valar, and there's basically Eru, who's God.
Yeah, they're like in the upper tier plane, and
and if you're chosen, they live. Here's the thing: the land of basically that heaven and that afterlife is like across the sea, and the elves can go to it. But since Frodo and Bilbo and them, they played their part in Sauron's destruction, the gods granted them that they can go there as well. And Gimli later on, after Aragorn died, him and Legolas was surprised that they allowed the first dwarf to ever enter the elven afterlife.
Oh yeah, that had to because Gimli, believe it or not, and I felt so pissed because they never followed through.
Well, no, they did. It's in the extended version, which now has the extended version is the definitive version to watch it.
I have. I've watched all of the versions, but it was.
He does it there.
But it always irked me was like even in that they don't fall full completely with the hair thing.
Yeah.
Why it was so important to get the hair because that was the first step of Gimli overcoming his biases towards elves.
Yeah.
And you start seeing it in the Moria thing, but they kind of cut it out. I was just like, oh man, Gimli is an awesome character. And I always liked, even in them, him and Legolas had this shit talk relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had probably one of the best bro character relationships in the freaking trilogy.
And the thing is, what's funny is mortal men, and they don't go to the land of the Valar. They go to the god Eru. Basically, for the humans, they go to what is the depiction of heaven and hell and all that. They have a separate afterlife. He has a separate one for them.
Yeah, they have a separate plane because they're a separate species.
Yeah, they're basically mortals.
And basically, if I recall right, Gimli was the exception because he would have gone to where men go.
No, they go to they go to the halls that they talk
Oh,
about.
he goes to the halls, but he managed to make it to
The other, yeah.
that thing. He was the first of his kind because of what all he did, and not only that, he overcame the biasness.
Yeah.
And I can see that. I accept that. I'm like, yeah, if he is the first dwarf to ever overcome all the hate and bias that we know dwarves have, yeah, you earn your right there. Although,
Oh shit!
I always found it pretty sad what happened to Boromir in the thing.
Yeah.
It really fleshed out properly in the movies.
Well, what's funny is we don't see who killed him, so they showed it.
Oh,
Like in the book, he's found wounded and dead, and that opening battle is actually the beginning of the Two Towers.
Yeah, I love the fact that they put that in there. That was one of the cooler moments. I was like, yes, we see what killed Boromir. It's not just implied. He actually redeemed himself to a degree. He knew he fucked up what he did to Frodo, so he's like, and he sees, you know, the two halfling kids.
You know what's funny? There's something you're gonna be shocked about. I thought about this what if scenario if if Thorin survived.
Theron?
And
King Theron?
yeah, the Thorin of the dwarves.
Oh.
If he didn't die in in that battle. So, take this. The dwarves were already good master craftsmen. You know, they could build the weapons, and the reason why they didn't join the fight is because they were being held to the north by Sauron's armies, because his army was split into two.
Yeah, you have to play the the online game to find that out.
Yeah.
Well, it's mentioned in the online game, like, because you played, basically, from what I understand of the Lord of the Rings Online, you play the party that was left behind from the Fellowship, you know, Gandalf them left, you're the party left behind. You do all, like, if you play the Third Age,
yeah,
you know, for the Third Age, for PS2, if it wasn't for that one guy, none of this shit would have been pulled off possible. He did a lot of the back dealings and stuff.
So I'm thinking if by that time the dwarves would have enough of an army, they'd have enough force weapons. Like
he was the one who got all the dwarves and armies
together,
and, you know,
yeah. So if he could have, if they did that again, then the elves, the men, and the dwarves, like Rohan would have already been ready to go to war. Gondor would have obviously had to have put their forces in there. The elves would have been ready, and hell, they would have gotten Rohan, and Aragorn would have been told early to go to the dead men to get them.
Wait, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I heard a like you blitzed out for a second. Okay, go ahead. Elrond would have been told early.
Yeah, like Elrond would have got informed. The council would have been called early. Actually, around the time where Bilbo still has the ring.
Yeah, and Bilbo would have had to say, "Hey, I found this really neat ring."
No, hold the council early, get the council together. You know, at that time, Rohan and Gondor were still cool. They had no beefs, and they still had enough of an army. All the dwarves
didn't have beef because one was not defending the other territory. That's what pissed off a thing. And I love the one of my favorite. One of the things about men's trait is, and that's why they're so different, is they come together only in times like when shit hits the fan.
But this would be at the time where their relationships have now been repaired because of the Battle of the Five Armies. So then, all the armies would regroup. Elrond would obviously recognize the ring Bilbo's carrying. The mission would in fact be given to Bilbo, and they would have obviously still kept a close eye on Sauron because Galadriel already was suspicious of him.
And she already one-shot Sauron.
So she knows. They know Sauron would have headed to his tower, but he would not have enough time to prepare because his Nazgûl were active. They only had enough time to make an army for the Battle of the Five Armies and the army to go take Minas Morgul from Gondor.
Yeah.
So if the army's attacked, I'm saying if the army's attacked by that point, Sauron would have lost. There would have been enough time to get, and Bilbo wouldn't have been overly corrupted by the ring. He would have been able to throw it and end it right there.
I thought that was awesome. In the tale, Frodo basically lost, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He gave in to the corruption. That to me was one of my favorite scenes in the original book. I was like, about damn time.
But give him some credit, he was able to hold it that long. I think Bilbo...
I know.
Bilbo in his prime would have been stronger to hold it. Because of already his experience. His adventure already.
I actually have a cosplay of the One Ring. You've probably seen my videos. You probably see I'm wearing a ring. It's blue. A cosplay ring. There's something I've always wondered. Everybody wants this damn thing, but it doesn't exactly do anything.
Actually, it does.
Turn you invisible.
Nope. What it does. Okay, one, you have to have the will to match it, to use its power. It would amplify what you desire at that moment. Hobbit's desire to hide, or Isildur desire to hide. It gave him his what he needed, cloaking abilities. But he didn't know where he was at. He was in the realm of the Nazgul, the spirit realm.
And the Nazgul had the freaking advantage there. Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes in the first Lord of the Rings movie. Was you see what the Nazgul look like in the spirit realm?
Yeah. But you get a better depiction of them in The Hobbit with their armor.
I know.
Because they had armor.
But that was before that was even planned to be made.
Yeah.
But I will admit, that was an awesome scene. I'm like, the Nazgul. And Frodo gets stabbed by the Lich King.
And think about it, Aragorn also, he's the last race of men, of the Men of Arnor. And the Men of Arnor were able to stay youthful for at least a good 80 to 100. Like, they would start aging by the time they get to their 80s. But Aragorn is 67.
Aragorn even mentions it. He mentions it in the Two Towers Extended Edition. And the one normal girl's hitting on him. He's like, dude, I'm like 80. She's like, what?
Yeah, and think about this. That means early they would have to get Aragorn, now in his prime, reforge the sword so he can lead the march on Mordor.
Yeah.
So before this whole fellowship thing they could have fixed this problem so quick. Like, Thorin had that knowledge because the dwarves were they may seem like brutes at times, but they were very knowledgeable and tactical about war, saying this could happen again. We need to put everything together, and then Elrond would hold the council.
See,
that would just be his yeah.
Dwarves have one massive shtick, is they are very brotherly. You notice that was one of the things they fleshed out in the Hobbit movies. It's like, once you're part of the pack, you're a pack for life. It didn't matter what Bilbo did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was Thorin was his brother, and like
And the problem was that one of the dwarven rings goes down in his family line, which makes for greed and corruption, and his grandfather had that, and that's what fucked them up, because it passed down to him.
But here's the thing that I find interesting about the dwarves. If the freaking elves would just respect him like Legolas does with Gimli, they'd have the best relationship ever.
They did in the Second Age with Celebrimbor. He was like, he literally said, their craftsmanship is equal to my craftsmanship.
Oh yeah, Celebrimbor
he was the one
for his money.
He was the one that did he's the one that did the hidden gate at Moria.
Oh yeah. Oh, I found that riddle hilarious. Gandalf's like, I don't know what it says.
Well, no. It's been a while since he's been there.
That was the scene I died laughing, and everyone's sitting there just like, really? How long is it gonna take? And Frodo's like, wait a second. That looks like Elvish, doesn't it? And Gandalf's like, smack! Facepalm! He's like, it's a riddle. Of course, the most infamous mess-up scene that ever happened is when Pippin drops the skull down the well.
No, it was that bucket with with the bucket with the whole skeleton attached to the damn thing.
And the goblins come.
You know what's funny? They separate the two as two separate species. They're not. Goblins and orcs are the same as there's goblins, orcs, and Uruk-hai. That's actually the three levels in the hierarchy.
Here's the one thing a lot of people don't get about the Lord of the Rings setting. Uruk-hai are basically corrupted elves. They're dark elves, in a way.
Yeah.
Sauron even says that in the first movie. You know that when the Delves gave into their corruption, they basically became Uruk-hai, which is dark elves. They just became freaking dark elves. And they got the wisdom of an elf, I believe, and then the strength of an orc.
Yeah.
Which makes them one powerful freaking army. Have a bunch of Uruk-hai around, you're pretty much screwed. Because they also have the intelligence to band together.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I mean, if we talk about Middle Earth thing, I could go all day on like I would love to see what the Second Age was like.
That's what they're gonna do for Amazons, and each episode is gonna be an hour long.
Like, this is before the Third Age, which is Frodo's time period.
Yeah, this is like, we're gonna see all the events that led up to that opening prologue.
To the prologue of
Fellowship of the Ring,
right?
Well,
wait.
Remember where they talked about the last alliance of elves, men, and then they marched on Mordor?
Oh yes, that's the time period. See, when we're talking about Celebrimbor, I'm thinking always the First Age. You know,
no, Celebrimbor was in the Second Age.
Oh yeah, the First Age was, I forgot what.
But he was dead. That was the war with the there was a couple of events, like there was the war with the elves and Morgoth.
Morgoth.
The siege of Gundabad.
I hope we see Morgoth in the freaking, or they flesh out Morgoth more in the Amazon thing. Although I'm really not looking forward to it with an elf in a wheelchair. Like, why?
Oh shit! That son of a fucking Mongol. I summoned my spirit dog.
Oh good, dogs are useful. I always liked the fact that Aragorn in his exile became a ranger.
But he's self-exiled. He didn't have to, but they had to do it at the right moment because then people would wonder his legitimacy to the claim. It would have caused a whole bunch of political issues.
Oh yeah, that's why Aragorn did not like when the Fellowship thing happened. He got this sigh like, God dang it, I have to announce who I am. And of course, Legolas knows who he is because he's been hanging around for like what 60 years at that point.
Basically, they're best friends, yeah.
And I love it when Legolas basically Boromir smouts off to him like, "Put with a ranger," no, and Legolas is like, that's no ranger. That's your actual king."
Yeah,
and then you can basically the gears in Boromir's head start turning like, oh crap, the political fallout that could come of this because I'm the heir to the the Steward of Gondor.
Yeah, and you're not the heir of Isildur.
I'm basically back talking my up person. I have just like, whoo.
Hey, Aragorn didn't fucking play with him. He was keeping an eye on him. I think if Boromir would have survived, his corruption would have broken at that point. He would have been more level-headed and willed with it.
His corruption broke the moment Frodo left. His corruption, he was very weak-willed because he'd been fighting against
for this so long. He was holding Osgiliath for years.
Yeah, and even though the one guy who Celebrimbor host was holding him off as well, he can't hold off that whole force. He's just keeping the Nazgul at bay. That's all he was doing. And the Nazgul
don't truly die until the ring is destroyed, so he's just gotta keep going over this shit over and over.
Yeah, they die, they come back, but he has enough time to recover, then go back after Nazgul. I found that awesome. That one dude was holding him off before the corruption gave into him. I mean, yeah, but 60 years is a long time to hold that corruption.
Seriously.
That just proves how strong of a will that man had. He would have been the perfect host for Celebrimbor, but Celebrimbor stupid. Because he's an elf, he has to go to an elf.
Besides, he doesn't have anything else to lose anymore, so he would have fought Sauron to the death. Because one, Celebrimbor had nothing to lose because he was already dead, and same with Talion, he was already dead. Talion would have died happy. He died happy knowing that he helped his brothers escape the betrayal at Minas Tirith, or at Minas Morgul, which was Minas Ithil at the time.
That guy actually died happy during the whole 60 years, you know what I mean? I bet when he gave in, he was happy because he knew he was holding off the army from invading Gondor for so long. And I found it awesome that he got freed of the Ringwraith's curse at the end of the game. This is the two duology. I was like, that is so awesome. Of all people to deserve it, you did. You were the reason that you held off Gondor being destroyed. I always like the concept of the beacons. You don't like the beacons under any circumstances because they're hard to maintain and they're like the last call. And I love it. It was tricked that basically Gandalf had to force Pippin to go light. He's like, light the damn thing. We're screwed. But Boromir,
I found a glitched Mongol.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's funny.
If you can exploit it, it'll be badass.
Got him. He's dead. Round over.
I've always liked Boromir as a character, and I know he's always hated, but I'm like, you don't get it. He even in the movies, he was broken by that time. He even says it. You can't just walk up into Mordor.
He's telling you the fucking truth.
Yeah, I'm like, he is a guy who has fought at the front lines. He's like, you can't walk into Mordor. It's not that easy. The very breath will kill you.
Exactly. I mean, I'm glad Frodo and this kid got out of it on time.
And unfortunately, Frodo and Sam had to find out the hard way that Boromir was right. Which was absolutely pretty interesting in a way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you find
you motherfucker.
Frodo could barely make it to the mountain because the ring was just getting heavier and heavier.
It was yeah. The closer you got to its creation, yeah.
But the whole, and it was kind of sad they cut the mouth of Sauron part off in the base movie, but the base movie was already so long. But yeah. Frodo was kind of cursed anyway, so the only way he wasn't going to live long after he got stabbed with that Morgul blade. And I don't think they ever followed that up in the movie, but the Morgul blade was causing him problems in the land of Mordor.
Yeah.
Because
damn it, how did I get poisoned? I can't even.
Don't you have antidotes?
I gotta get to them. But these fucking Mongols in this mode don't play. Like, they'll just hit you or grab you from touching it.
The enemy's concentrated attack was successful.
So yeah. Did you like the fact that they actually fixed that scene moment? The one moment where, you know, you get to see Boromir how he actually got killed.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to see everything, and yes, if you had to take liberties, I'm not gonna complain. At least the liberties made sense in the confines of all the films.
And if you're a fan of the books, you're not gonna complain because that part was always like, why does he, you know, messed up, you know?
Yeah.
But I like the fact that he basically got himself redeemed. After that massive mess up he pulled, he redeemed himself. And that was awesome. I mean, because Boromir actually, when he came to his senses, he was actually, you know, mad and sad at himself for doing that to Frodo. Even in the book, he's like, Frodo, I'm sorry, it was the ring!
Which he wasn't lying because he felt the difference.
Yeah, and I've even told people, I was like, look, Boromir was the third. It's like he was just so despaired. He knew how hopeless it was. I was like, you want to know something interesting? Who of the entire group, when Gandalf dies, literally yells at freaking Aragorn, like, give them one moment to grieve.
Yeah.
They just saw someone they care about died. And Aragorn does make a point. That was his character arc, was becoming a leader, you know? His massive character arc. But I love the, that was one of my favorite scenes with Boromir, was it shows his caring, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, give them one moment. I know this place is going to be overrun with orcs, but just give them a moment to at least cry. And where's Frodo? Alone.
Yeah, he already was trying to go off.
Yep. Because everybody up for that entire damn freaking fellow. That's why I hate the White Council. They're like, oh, you need to do this alone, Frodo, to be a Ringbearer, brings fair responsibility. I'm like, dude, no. That's a bad idea. If Frodo had walked in there, found Gollum by himself, he would have been screwed.
Oh, yeah.
It's only thanks to someone like Sam that kept him in check. Because the ring was corrupting him slowly. And Sam even calls him out. It's like, I've seen you at night. You're sitting there fiddling that thing. Are you going to be able to throw it in the fire when we get there?
Yeah.
Although I got the greatest pleasure of Sam beating the shit out of Gollum.
Oh yeah, everyone did.
I was cheering.
I like the part. I like the part that right when the fight started, before Gollum could even do something to Frodo again, Sam threw the sword out and sliced him right in the gut.
Oh,
how did he get by him though? Or how did he get by Sam if Sam was armed?
Yeah.
I would have been, by that time, like, after that slash, I would have said, hold on, I know Frodo's running to the mountain. I would have stabbed Gollum's ass right there, but then I would have pushed Frodo into the fire, because I wouldn't give a fuck. If you're corrupt, I'm pushing your ass in the fire.
I would too, because that would be a mercy. I mean, it would be a mercy. At that point, you can't go back to the Shire. I do like the fact that they cut the horror of the Shire, what happened to the Shire, out. I mean, I will say, cut content, people bitch about. I was like, no, that movie was already depressing enough. If you added that there, that would have been more depressing. Because if you saw the Shire at the very beginning, that place was beautiful. I want to retire in a place like that. I wouldn't mind going to a place to retire like that. That's
No, you know the place where they made the Shire for the films, they've actually turned it into a livable Shire.
I know, and here's the thing about the Shire and lore. It's maintained by Gandalf and the Rangers. It's basically their getaway spot. They're all Middle Earth. It's like a resort. They have basically barely anything to worry about.
True.
And then after, see, and then Aragorn did something as a king that no other king was able to do. When it was all over, he was able to establish peace between his kingdom and the kingdom of the Southlings, the Haradrim, and the Easterlings,
Yeah,
which were the fucking elephant dudes.
Yep. Which they don't explain in the movies, but they explain in the
I
books.
saw the. You know what's funny? You only see the Easterlings march in the second movie into Mordor, but you have to look closely. No, they're at the Battle of Minas Tirith where Gandalf's trying to hold them off. You see them when the troll breaks the gate down. Look behind the orcs. The orcs are rushing in first, and then you see the Easterlings behind them. I had to catch that very close. I was like, oh shit, the Easterlings were in the movie.
Peter Jackson was very good at detail, and there's one thing I loved about the original things, and why I've always called him superior. He liked no CGI.
Yeah.
He didn't use CGI as a crutch. He used it to polish the movie out. For example, the 10,000 orcs, there's really like only 500 orcs. They just duplicated the picture. And he just used it as a polishing tool. Then he kind of went crazy in the Hobbit movies.
But you know what's funny? The Hobbit always had that a kind of more fantasy feel. And yes, in some areas, but I say at least some of the CGI expanded at least a beautiful time in Middle Earth before we get to the dark shit.
Oh yes, because when we get to the part where Frodo's there, everything's already gone to hell. You know, Frodo's time because that's one thing Shadow of War does explain is why the world was screwed. Which is one of the things I liked about that game. It fleshes it out. There's a lot of world building in the thing that explains the Peter Jackson verse, which is where that game's taking place in. You know what I mean? I like the fact that they chose the Peter Jackson verse to put the game in, because if you put it in the books, you're just gonna be like, huh? But if the Peter Jackson verse, it makes sense why for 60 years, you know, the Nazgul didn't come. Because it's even established, they feel the ring at all times. They know where it's at, or can guess.
Well, the thing was, since Sauron didn't send out that the call for the ring, it could still be usable without it being under detection. And besides, they were very far from where Bilbo was, so Bilbo could have used it without having to worry about the sense going off.
Yep, it was only after, like, you know, I forgot what it was. Yeah, they were up and about after, you know, what's his face stopped fighting him, that they sensed the stupid ring. And Gollum didn't use it. That's why they couldn't find him, even though, well, he didn't use it very much.
He would use it to sneak around the goblin caves.
Yeah, I hated that goblin, the King Goblin singing in the Hobbit movie. I was like, why is this here?
But I mean, if it's in the book.
I know, but they could have made him, like, you know, not this singing type thing. Montage. I was just like,
well, that's a sad, but that's a sad part. That's how he was in the book.
It was like, but you know.
So here's the problem: you gotta damn him for, like, we want him to do something accurate, so like damn him for being at least a little accurate. He's like, damn.
I know he gets so much flack for the Hobbit movies, but at the same time, I look at it as he didn't want to make the Hobbit movies. He was forced to. If you look at the behind the scenes thing, there's so much problems that were behind the scenes of the making of the Hobbit movies. It's ridiculous. But there's always one thing I want to know. Peter Jackson wasn't well known for anything. I looked at his thing before he did Lord of the Rings. He basically made a satire piece of the Muppets, a slasher film, and all that. But how the hell did he get the rights to Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
That's even everybody I've talked to. I don't know that either. How would you? Because the family had held on it for so many years, you know.
And the problem is, they don't like the films or the games, but I'm like, come on, it's become something big. You didn't want it to be locked away. That's not what the person that wrote it would have wanted. He was like, at least it's appreciated.
Oh yeah, it's considered a work of art literature. I've always put the three movies, the original movies, as like art in my category because of the staple they put. there were so many things Peter Jackson did that were experimental that have paid off dramatically in the film industry nowadays. Well, before it became a joke. Okay, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Tools he invented that are used today. It's just like Disney in the Renaissance era, from the Little Mermaid up to Mulan. There were tools that they created during that era that are used to animation to help change the landscape of animation. So you didn't have to draw everything every little step by hand. And a lot of people don't realize that. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of things Disney actually did on the animation side during a particular era.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, Lord of the Rings was also a game changer too. But I also wonder, how many D&D games did you play, Peter Jackson? To get your depiction of the elves like that, how many D&D games were you playing? Because there's one thing,
And here's the shit. Either
okay, later. I'll be there in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Peter Jackson either A, took some lucky guess on how to do the music, or somehow knew that that's what music in Middle Earth and all that would sound like, or like the tones and all that shit. Because once you hear the Nazgul theme, you're like, damn, these motherfuckers are evil.
Oh yeah.
On the top, like when on top of the tower, not the tower, yeah, on the weather tower with Frodo when he gets stabbed. That would scare the fuck out of you, because you don't even see a body come through the dark. You just see them in full come right out. Like, holy shit. First there was one of them, then they're like, there's 5 of them. You
know, the one thing that got me aggravated about the Nazgul was they were kind of nerfed to a degree.
Well, the thing about it,
they're the highest, they're the most powerful thing in the freaking Lord of the Rings setting. The Lord of the Rings setting is not that high. No.
They're not. The Balrog that Gandalf killed is the last most powerful thing. It's on Sauron's level.
Yeah, next to the Balrog, but walking around. You know, walking around the Earth.
Yeah, walking on the Earth.
They're the most powerful thing, which makes sense. But I didn't like the fact that they nerfed them to the degree it took fire to scare them off. And
well, the thing was, their senses are hurt when that happens. And
yeah, but it took one guy to take down 5.
Aragorn, but that's the thing, he's fought them before, so he knows.
True, but I'm just saying, you know, they're really, really powerful.
And the Witch King, you see how the Witch King, that was the Witch King he threw the fire at.
Yeah, I was like, why does the Witch King get nerfed? The Witch King is...
Well, no, because the Witch King knows who Aragorn is. He can't fuck with him.
Oh, that's true. He's part of the line of the Isildur. Crap.
Yeah, he can't fuck with him. And then, no, the other Nazgul, at least 4 of them are 4 great kings of men, and at least 3 of them are king of the Númenórean race that Aragorn comes from. So they know. Well, and the Witch King's one of them.
It makes me wonder if Agamor, not you know, the guy who was in freaking game, if he was on that mountaintop, because that was probably the only guy that could probably mess with him, because he was a normal human.
Yeah.
That would make sense, but they can't add that in continuity because that was many years later. Maybe give us a novella and say, yeah, he was one of theirs that was able to put a fight with them. The others were kind of weakened.
Oh, Glorfindel, the elf?
Yeah, Glorfindel, yeah. Poor elf. She didn't get put in there. I'm not going to mention that. That's kind of messed up. But still, I like the fact that the trap that the girl used to get rid of the Nazgul, that water thing, that exactly wasn't something she had. That's a long trap. That's like an enchantment that's there. It can't be... Just the movie doesn't particularly write. People see it. She just pulled it. I was like, no. In the setting, that was actually a laid out trap and enchantment. And her sitting there talking, she's doing a chant in her head. Yeah. It takes a minute for that thing to go off because it's already built up water. It's like the dam when the dam broke in the 2 towers when the ants were fighting. That was a setup that just could wipe the board clean. It's like that. It's like you don't do this unless it's the last resort. It's like a boundary field, I believe. I gotta go and eat for a second, but I'll be right back.
Alright. Damn it. I'm poisoned. Help me now.
The combined power of the ghost was too much for the enemy.
Ow.
The ghosts readied themselves for anything. Ghost attacked with brutal speed. The enemy refused to retreat.
Ah! Oh, you're there. I had to grab me something to eat and some ice.
Uh-oh.
Ate real quick. What you eating, Doritos?
Nope, Fritos.
Fritos. What flavor?
Barbecue.
Ah, I was just wondering if you. I was wondering if it's original. I'm more original guy.
Well,
But yeah, you're right. There's so much they could do with the Lord of the Rings Second Age setting. They just better not fuck it up too badly.
I think somebody else was able to get the rights to
Yeah,
the expanded
how did
media.
Got the rights to the expanded part. That probably had to do with the people who made the movie. Those people, because what I liked about that team was they were fans. You could tell those were fans. Oh wait, Danger Man's here. Hold on.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see that guy.
He just messaged me. Yeah, he's having. Oh, wait, he's in there. Hey, Libra, what's up? Okay, there's no answer.
What?
I thought Libra had managed to pop in. It said one join party. But then again, it's the Canadian thing and the firmware keeps messing up.
Yeah. That motherfucker tried to hit me from the side.
Oh man.
It's like trying to play like a Sekiro's Light. That's what this feels like. Like a lighter and much kinder version of Sekiro's combat, but it's still fast like it.
Alright, where's he at? He's messaging me. Let's see.
Check if he's in the party chat.
Yeah, he needs to see you send him an invite.
Wait, what?
You need to send him an invite.
I found your group. I found the group you started. I'm not in charge.
Okay. Oh, I'm in charge? Well, that makes sense. And because I had to do that weird thing.
Yeah.
I really hate this thing. It's annoying. Alright. Let's see here. Party settings. Oh, you finally in danger? I mean, Libra?
I'm here.
God, I hate this. Whoa.
Damn it, they're coming from the back. Fucking Mongols.
Yeah, I came home a little bit early, so I had a nice birthday celebration, and starting tomorrow I'm going back on my diet.
Oh, don't mind that. Gorge yourself. It's your birthday, man. Best time to gorge.
Oh, fuck, he blinded me.
I'm not that bad weight-wise, so it's not like I gained that whole much of pounds anyway. So
dude,
I could
you're
drop
not gonna
it
gain
really
pounds
easy.
for one meal, unless you just sat there and ate.
Yeah. Well, I only had breakfast today and dinner, so I only had 2 meals.
I laughed at your Anita Cartesian video. I did not know you had to suffer The Last of Us too. Oh,
Yes, I did.
You poor soul.
He did it for that trophy.
I just had to see for myself.
Well, at least you didn't buy it. At least, you know, you didn't support it. Someone gave it to you. There's a difference. Cuckman didn't get your money.
No, I wasn't gonna give it. Are you kidding me? After I saw Joel's death, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give him no money. Like,
What, did someone just throw it at you? Just going, take this game, I can't take what it did!
Oh, I wish. No.
Did you see what the PlayStation Network just did?
What?
Oh my god, I'm pissed at them, and I'm having to mess with my PS3 right now because they pissed me the fuck off. They've basically made it so you can't remote download stuff on your PS3. They took out the wish list and all that other stuff. Look up
Infinite Retro recovered it. Yeah, I know. I saw it.
That pissed me off. I woke this morning to that. I'm like, really? That means I have to go in my PlayStation, download 3 games before they discontinue the whole damn network. Because that's what they're gonna do.
Are they only gonna discontinue the store or the multiplayer?
I have no clue. I know that I'm just getting it out of the way because that just
I don't
annoys
think
me.
they're gonna discontinue the whole network because they haven't so far.
Well, they haven't so far. I think it's just like they're cutting it off slowly because from what I understand, you can only remotely access each one from the devices. Now, on the other hand, PSP devices have been dead for a while.
Well, I would only use my PS3 to like play games where I earn trophies. That's the only thing I would use the PS3 for.
Yeah.
Because the multiplayer is basically dead anyway.
The multiplayer's been dead for years. People play PS3 for PS3 games that you can't get, that they didn't bring over on the PS4. Yes, I still feel salt towards them. I will never forgive you. Sweet.
Sweet.
You were the chosen ones.
Oh, by the way, I got a special video. Well, not tonight, but tomorrow. You're gonna like it. All I'm gonna say is it's gonna be another Sony digital beatdown, but there's gonna be a twist.
I was planning on beating them down later tonight, because that actually irritates the crap out of me.
Well, I'll leave it to me. I'll do a video about it.
Yeah, you can do one. I'll probably set if I get done. But yeah, I recorded the one thing you wanted like right after I got done with that stream. I streamed for like another hour just to beat my longest record, and I'm just like, nah. And that was the great frustration, really, because you could tell I was just chewing out Nomura.
Yes.
I didn't exactly have. That wasn't exactly the most healthiest thing to do. So when I woke up this morning, I'm just like, can't get up. So it was funny.
Yeah, so you'll see the video. I'm only spoiling the title. I'm not gonna spoil what's gonna be in the actual video where I edit my stuff.
Oh, freaking.
Ready your weapon.
But it's going to be interesting.
What talking? But yeah, that's interesting.
The magic of video editing. I mean, I kind of.
Where the hell are they coming from now? I don't see them.
As much as I did have fun with the first virtual beatdown video, I was also kind of pissed when I ranted at the end. So this one, I'm just gonna poke at them just a little bit more.
Oh, they're over there. What the hell?
I was irritated at when I was making the video, just talking about that, because as you could tell, I was getting pretty heated just talking about Nomura in general. You could tell I have a massive disdain towards that guy. Like, my disdain is very high. Oh, he gets to use the Unreal Engine, but your other guy who you couldn't stuck with an engine that nobody had used? That's not fair. Thing. Oh, what Tabata. But I didn't give him no safe way out either. I tore him apart just as bad. Like, you went to the devil! How could you go ask Ubisoft and EA for help? So no one would save my wrath in that video. The DLC one that I'm gonna make whenever I feel like it is gonna be even worse, because then I have to address him fixing the story.
It's cool because then it'll be the final conclusion.
Yep. All parts of that whole entire series. I'll make that on a Wednesday, but ugh.
Get to the stables! You fucking Oni-possessed Mongols?
Currently level 8, or not level 8, 38. Not bad.
That was the last one.
Then I just dropped
I know who this guy is. But yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's getting easier for me to ambush the enemies, which is great.
Oh, so did you play, are you playing, Three Houses?
No. No. Still playing Ni no Kuni.
Oh.
This game is gonna take a long time to finish.
Sorry, I laughed at your rant you put up. This is a complete game. I was like, man, I just got finished streaming that. Comment on that.
It is a complete game. Like, it literally doesn't even force things down your throat either. Like, it's good.
It doesn't force politics down your throat.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear level 5 disbanded?
Why?
Shit.
Internal politics, probably, I believe.
So they're not making more games?
Noisy Pixel covered it on his update video.
Oh, rest in peace, level 7 then. We're not getting any more Ni no Kuni games then.
Well, it's not like Ni no Kuni left on a cliffhanger.
No, but I would have liked at least one more, you know what I'm saying? Like, go back to make another Ni no Kuni and make it hardcore again. Like Ni no Kuni 1.
Okay.
Oh, Smoky. Jeez, right on cue.
He shows right up when you least expect it.
Come on. He always likes to see me for some reason. Hey, buddy. Aw. Hello.
How's the weather up where you guys are at?
I hope
Sunny
it
up
doesn't
here.
disturb me while I'm making a video.
I don't got the window open, so I
It
don't
was
know.
actually pretty good weather today. It was nice and warm. I only wore a coat. That's it. It was enough.
Is it raining in Tampa, live, John?
The rain slowed down finally, so we're wondering when's it gonna start getting cold.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make a poke at that. It's just, to me, every time I go to Lakeland, that area is like so bipolar when it comes to the rain.
Yeah.
Hey. Pond Pum.
Hey, it's Thomas!
The engine?
No, I meant the game.
Oh. I got excited for nothing.
That engine's terrifying. What kind of creator created that thing?
Oh shit, it's me and an Oni fucking spearman. Damn it! Come on. Bring your fucking henchmen. I got them. I got their numbers. Okay, damn, this fucker guy won't die. Oh, there's two of you. Two Onis. I'm kind of... If you see my stream, I am against two brute Onis on my own. Oh, finally! Help! What took you so long?
Hold on, let me look.
I'm a fucking Ronin, but I can't do all the shit by myself.
I gotta see this. How big are these Onis?
They're about as big. Well, this one is a fuck.
Holy crap, that thing is big.
What part are you at?
Oh, I'm playing multiplayer.
No, not you, John. Kyo.
Oh, right now I just entered the railroad section. There's these guys
Shit.
talking.
Come here, you mother. Got you.
Man, you really do look like a wandering samurai. Your character's dressed up.
Well, that's the rank. You can unlock each more costumes for that particular class. So I would have looks similar to this, but they'd be different designed. I might just switch to the assassin because I unlocked the warrior too. So this I got 3 out of the 4 classes.
Oh man, you got raid mode basically. You're basically in a raid.
Yeah.
Spock, you gotta go lay down. I just let you in. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna have to stay here now. Come on.
What, Ma? Who, Sylvester? Oh. I got the dog, so...
Was Sylvester being a terror again?
Oh, they brought a bear with them.
Watch out, the Onis are appearing.
Oh, yeah, they are.
You have bears.
Yep.
Whoops. Why did I defend?
What is a bear doing in the spiritual plane?
Oh, they can summon them.
Oh, okay, it's a summon. I got you. I was like,
But you see,
why is it-
I have an ethereal animal too.
I got you. It's like a ranger type thing. I
Oh
got
damn,
you.
he cut the Oni's head off. Woo. Let me sit back
Spawn,
down.
can you be quiet?
There's a bear. Get out of my way.
Go lay down on my bed. I freaking love the music.
Who was that a picture of in the background?
What?
Who's that a picture behind you?
Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Ah.
Oh damn, the bear and the Oni got me.
That's another problem. If these studios keep closing down, that means there's going to be less variety of games if they keep closing studios.
Oh yeah, Microsoft, Phil Spencer flat out said that we don't need the Bethesda games to be multi-plat for them to sell. They're gonna all be exclusive from going forward.
Just kick Sony more, please.
Alright, but here's the thing, it could sacrifice those IPs in the process, which I'm not happy about.
Oh yes, that's right. There's always a downside. That's right.
I would say Microsoft's situation's better than Sony. I mean, they're gonna fix the overheating problem. So I mean,
They just did, didn't they?
But they did. But here's the thing, I also don't want the IPs damaged to where we don't see them again for a while.
That's true. They could make it so other.
Look what Microsoft did to Rare.
Oh, what was the game they made again that was infamous? I know Rare, and that was a blow. I remember them. What was it
Conker's
again?
Bad Fur Day.
Oh, poor Conker. Poor Conker. What they did to him was so
that's
messed
nothing.
up.
They butchered. What is it? Banjo-Kazooie. They butchered that IP.
No, they neutered Conker.
Damn, they did, yeah, big time.
They took all the manliest out of Conker. At least Banjo still looked manly. No, Conker looked like Barney the dinosaur.
Listen while I
Treatment.
an adventure.
You get all the manliness taken away. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. That was just... Oh. I weep for what they did to poor Conker. Because Conker, in fact, I played Bad Fur Day back on the day, and that thing... Yeah, that was a great game.
One of the greatest games you could ever play.
Had great sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
And they took that and neuter him. Oh shit, you can make him look like a Shogun General.
Yeah, look, I think I just got some new, increased resolve. Ah. Yeah, I need more resolve to do my abilities, so...
Funky, seriously, shut up. You wanted in, so stay in here.
Alright, I need to upgrade the Ronin a little bit. Oh no, the Samurai. I got good abilities for him.
By the way, is the mic volume too loud, or is it...
No, you're fine.
Yeah, it's alright.
Let's begin.
But yeah, I'm gonna have a little fun with this video tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's kind of too bad you don't. You're not an editing person. You could do a lot with editing.
Well, with the way with how I talk and how I do my research in them, no thanks.
No, I mean just have fun with videos and just like bash certain things and like use clips. Like, did any of you guys enjoy the fact that I put Dragon Ball Z Goku in there?
Oh god.
from the cell part. That was funny.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that fight too that night too during my stream. That was even more funnier.
Cunning ghosts discovered that all
the Mongol messengers
passed through a single command post.
Like
The title's
freaking
it's called Shadows of War. We were just talking about
Spies. These
Shadows of War, a game called Shadow of War.
They destroyed this camp. Mongol commanders awaiting orders would be met with utter silence.
seriously, I think if even more studios close, we're gonna have one terrible generation. I don't know if it's gonna be the next one or it could potentially be this one coming up, but I am kind of concerned that's gonna be happening since a lot of them are closing. These little studios start closing in 7th generation. Remember SOCOM?
Oh
People
yeah.
that made SOCOM? They went out of business.
38
Well,
Studios,
Like,
Kingdoms of Amalur.
Well, that was because of Rhode Island, and screw
Yeah.
you, Rhode Island.
You have my thanks.
I still hold a grudge against
Follow
them.
me.
And BioWare,
Motorstorm, people who made Motorstorm, they're gone.
Oh,
and BioWare's dead, thanks to EA. Before somebody
Right.
interjects in John's comment section, no, they're alive, no, they're dead. They are dead. They are
I'm
deader.
surprised 2K is around, but even as well, 2K kind of are being a little bit of a dick studio.
You put pachinko machines in your game. How low can you go? No, I take that back. EA can go low. I am really mean on EA.
Who just
I'm
called
now
me?
noticing that. But then again, EA deserves it. Any flack I give EA, they've kind of earned it over the years.
Purifying pulse trick.
The enemy gathered their forces for another.
I'll get the Fire Emblem. It's just I got too much stuff on my PS4 to even consider Fire Emblem right now.
Oh, Fire Emblem's
This way.
a game that you want to play when you to relax. Okay,
Ouch. Yeah.
that's how you play Fire Emblem. It's like the reason why I'm reinstalling Persona 5 on my PS3. Even though I still wasted $20 buying the base game, then found out you can't stream it.
I never understood why Atlas does not let you want to capture or stream their games.
I know, they're assholes.
I kind of do hope they leave Sony.
What, Atlas? Well,
Yeah.
I already told you how they're gonna do it. What, hold on, what was the game that left is leaving, Sony? They're putting another game, they're getting a game that's going multi-platform, a J game. I gotta read it. I'll watch this thing again.
There's Galgun and then there's Uppers that's not coming into PlayStation. I know that. And then that Vita remaster, whatever it is, that's not coming either.
the Vita's dead. They should have just went with PSP2. Or the PSP2, the PSP3, PSP4. Works better than the Vita.
Hold on. Lab Zero.
Wait, what?
Okay, something Lab Zero.
Oh, we both executed
Oh,
that guy,
yes, well-
damn.
Ghosts attack quiet as the wind.
No! Why Square?
What's Square doing now?
They bring Love Live.
They
The
what?
Witch.
An idol dancing game, and I just saw the preview to it on his thing, and this game, this is gonna get censored to hell and back. Sony, not Sony, Square.
Why'd you do that on purpose, Square?
Square just really likes being dicks sometimes.
Looks like, well, let's go PC so you're in safe. Hold on. No, wait. I take that back. Lo-Fi didn't close down. They closed the North American branch. From what I'm hearing them say.
Damn.
There was the North American branch, so they're still around, I believe.
Being the samurai is a little more fun than the Ronin. I got Soul Eater powers.
The ghosts will sense more enemies on their way.
Yes, Bandai Namco Exceed, pick them up.
I guarantee you Exceed is next. They're gonna leave him. Say goodbye Sony and hello Nintendo Microsoft.
Hold on. Azure Line is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which basically means we'll probably get the uncut version and sending you some...
Well, no, the uncut. What was the game? No more. What's the game that you were excited about? No, not you.
Seal 4?
The one we were talking about. Soul. I forgot the name of it. It was an anime based on an anime.
No, I can't think of it either.
The one you
Heroes?
No, the one you was telling me about for like you were leading up to a week and you were gonna take a break on Ghost to beat it.
Fairy Tale?
Yeah, there you go.
What about it?
Fairy Tail didn't get censored by Sony. It got censored by the company that made it, because on it was censored on all platforms.
I know that, but I still think they got a book from Sony and they censored it. I still believe they did. Why else would they censor panty shots? Come on. That made 0 sense.
Hold on, what happened?
Fairy Tail got censored without anyone noticing until it got leaked. Oh damn.
Okay, so Digimon Survive got moved to 2021 on everything.
Watch Digimon be canceled for PS4.
Probably. But it's a survival. And the Anohana one is getting a part 2. And well, it's like the Fantasy one for PC. Switch didn't get it.
Oh, Phoenix Breath. Ooh. That's a good item.
Ah shit, fighting blind.
It's almost like where we were video game Nostradamus when it came to Sony for some reason.
Okay, well I think I just filled you on what was the big highlights of this. I just skipped through that video. Skip, to try to find what it was. So, there you go.
If you want all your uncensored content, you gotta go Switch from now on.
Or possibly a new Xbone.
Either that, or you gotta keep looking up when the games come out. Is this game censored or not?
Or you can get around
Like
and
I have
play
to keep doing.
Asia. Doesn't.
Yeah, but boycotting from Play Asia is a pain in the neck.
The ghosts fight was far
Oh, nice.
Shit, they're showing up outside the gate.
I find it funny. Orc guys are dark elves, so Dark Eldar, my emperor, send the Inquisition and Space Marines its extermination time.
I'm
If
trying
I
to.
get
I'm
RPG,
I'm
if I get
exterminating Mongols.
RPG Maker, do you think I should make a game making fun of Sony?
Make fun of Neil
Dude.
Cuckman first.
Yes, do please. Have him as like the main character bowing down to Sony and it's about him turning in his man card. And at the end of it, he gets neutered. Anita Sarkeesian shows up and is like, they have her dressed up as like Darth Plagueis.
That's awful.
Bow down to me and I make you my apprentice. Teach you the ways of feminism.
Bow, Neil Bitchman.
And when she crowns him, he turns into a little dog.
No, she bends him over as Abby, so you can see how he likes it.
Well, we're talking about the RPG Maker engine, so...
Imply it, like
Oh, yeah,
like
imply
YouTube
that.
did with DMC.
Yes, and then as his act of turning in the game, it's gonna go down the dark side, or let's just say, get more of a man. You see him go to a computer, he has to go to multiple computers, and he goes, "Aha! All these YouTubers! I must strike them with the power of my towers of Naughty Dog." And then you have a little engine. The engine calls up a cell phone, and the Nita's like, "Did you strike them down?" "Yes." And then so the hero of the game was the guy who leaked the game.
The guy who leaked the game.
Yeah. Who leaked the script and everything.
Found its mark.
Olga, you're playing as Neil being an evil person. All of a sudden, the finale is the guy who leaked the game, and and it's this normal, random NPC-looking guy. It's like, "I have defeated you, Cuckman. Everyone now knows the truth."
Enemy gathered their forces for another assault.
I let my kid mess with the computer, and now all the documents are loose. I still think that's what happened.
The ghosts were never satisfied.
Oh, they're attacking from the other side. All right. To the Japanese gate. Open the gate.
Yes, hold the gate.
I got so many ideas for RPG Maker. I should probably get it. Like the full game.
Well, you can see if you can get the base version for free, and you can see what all people have made with it. It's really neat, little RPG Maker.
I had it on the
full
PS3.
game because I always wanted RPG Maker anyway.
Okay, if you need an idea or a guy who can help you with a script, I'll help you with some ideas. Sorry, I'm in there. I still, you play as poor Neil as he's turning you over to feminism.
That'd be the greatest YouTube story ever.
and during his fall, he has to strike down. The enemies are his employees.
Who want to make the game good again.
Yes.
And then they call in
he has
Donald Trump for help.
The enemy's footsteps grew near.
Call him up and at the Anita segment or something and be like this. Well, I want this game for women. She's like, it's like, sure you do. Sure you do. There's no problem making this with men. There's no problem. No problem.
And I have an even better idea for within the engine for how Anita controls him. Make him so he has like a status effect that acts like a shot collar or something.
Oh wow.
So anytime he tries to say, but I don't like that too much. Isn't that too much of an idea? Shut up, Neil.
That's awful.
I am one twisted individual when it comes to making my own stories.
Be careful, he might copyright the stream because his name was said.
I haven't said his full name. It's Cuckman.
I know, you're saying his name.
I think at this point, Soy Man is just too butthurt to copyright anybody right now. He's just probably thinking to himself, "Oh, what do I do to get back fans now? What do I do? What do I do?"
You can't.
Go ask ask Mannix for help.
Ask who was it that was bugging you last night? The young, shit, who are those people?
Retro Gaming Star?
No, the fanboys that you made the video on.
Young Defiant?
Young Defiant, yeah, Neil can ask. Oh.
Wow. Wait, they were calling from behind me. Oh shit.
I know.
Eat my spirit bear.
I am known for my dark humor.
And I'm still killing through the being blind.
Yeah, that looks like it's hard having to guess where they're at and flashing.
Oh, there was an Oni here. Finished him.
So what kind of... I wonder how it would outline a story as. What it would be. I have all these cruel ideas for you to make Anita scene, what all she can do to torment him and make him fall. And then Bruce, the guy who fixed the...
Yeah, by asking Abizilla.
I got an idea. Bruce, the guy who helped make Last of Us great, he goes in at one point, he goes, Neil, you were the chosen one! You helped make Last of Us great, and I stopped you! You were not supposed to join them! Make it a parody of, like, Obi-Wan's speech. You were supposed to give fans the game they wanted, not hated!
There it goes. He's finally settling down.
I mean, come on. Don't tell me someone wouldn't find that funny.
As long as it's not a whammon, it's fine.
Well, that's how I'm gonna write that kind of story. What is a blue treasure chest?
A ghost readied themselves for another attack.
A blue treasure chest in that game is basically you have to fight with specific characters in a group of partners, and then if you win it, then their bond not only grows stronger, but you get something good out of the chest.
Okay.
That's what the blue treasure chest does.
I see what it is now. It's like a freaking challenge.
Yes.
That's good game design. You like...
But it's good challenge if you can manage to get them. Some of them are actually pretty hard.
I imagine they are. I mean, I want to see ones where they take away your like crap. I'll take it back. We'll do that.
Oh damn, that's a strong Oni.
enemies defeated, the ghost prepared.
Too many good niche companies going out of business. I mean, I was really disappointed Studio Ghibli had to go. Those people that made the awesome films.
Oh, Studio Ghibli went? When they went? Well,
yes, Studio Ghibli went out of business. They're not making no more films.
They went out years ago, I know. It was a sad day because they were like the Disney of anime.
Yes. There's like maybe one company imitating them, but they've only done like one piece of movie, and that's it. They haven't really done much.
Yeah, because well, the reason why Ghibli kind of went out was because Miyazaki left.
Oh, I didn't know Abizilla was an Oni.
Oh, that's cold, man. Those Onis are way better than her. If she joined the... she'd become a leech or something.
Succubus.
No, I don't even deserve the succubus title. She'd be like, what succubus is, like a rape thing where they serve them?
Oh, yeah.
No.
She'd be too ugly for a succubus.
Exactly. She would be the succubus's.
Did you see that they made a statue that basically rewrites the story of Medusa and Perseus? Now it shows Medusa beheading Perseus and holding his head up, and they made a statue of it.
What?
Yeah.
Or Perseus. History always gets you wrong anyway.
None more than them making a statue that nothing that ever happened.
God is Waimon. They gotta have the power.
And now there's people saying that, oh, Assassin's Creed does the Norse mythology more accurate than God of War.
No. If they think that, clearly no one has studied Greek mythology.
I'm not talking about Greek, I'm talking about the Norse. Because Assassin's Creed Valhalla is also doing the Norse thing.
Oh, we're talking about Norse with God of War 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought we were talking... When God of War popped in, I pictured Greek. Because God of War depicted Greek mythology really good, because Greek mythology is really messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, did you know that when they were making Hercules, they brought in some scholars and experts on Greek mythology to decide to make it, and then they decided to take all the ideas here and throw them out the window. It's like, no, we Zeus, a horrible thing. In my opinion, how they made Zeus in that movie is quite frightening. Anybody Greek mythology, you know that's a feat.
I like the depiction in Clash and Wrath of the Titans, for some reason.
Oh, with Leo Nelson? Yeah, he's a flawed individual.
I'm talking about the remakes.
Yeah, the remakes of Clash of Titans. I saw them.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be Apollo. Apollo's gonna play a bigger role.
They were supposed to do a third one to finish the whole trilogy, but it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, there's setup and everything to it.
Those guys go defend the stables, I got the dojo. I can deal with these fucking Oni.
The dojo.
2 Onis, like before. Let's go, bitches. Come on. Oh, you brought a platoon with you. Fuck. All right, can we look? Can we just talk this over until I get my ult, so I can just one shot y'all? Oh no, I can use my soul stealing sword. What am I talking about?
Saw the wrong character.
No, I also need to level up this character too. But the good thing is I can still use the high end. Ah, shit.
Huh. My ultimate familiar for one of my characters is Puss in Boots, a reference from Shrek.
Hey, Puss in Boots was my favorite character in the Shrek movies. I love it when first.
Oh, he's a bad
Shrek,
motherfucker.
He's got a piece. He's like, what? Shrek, he's got a piece. Donkey, it's a cat. He's a cute kitty, and it just attacks him.
People can say what they will about the Puss in Boots standalone movie, but it was actually fun to watch. It fit more in with any of the other Shrek spin-offs.
Oh yeah. Wasn't was like the character that I liked how they made with him. They literally took him and parodied him as far as they could.
I have a guilty pleasure for the frickin' Spy Kids universe.
I still don't understand why DreamWorks had to make that cringeworthy Shrek Christmas special.
Oh,
what were they
jeez.
thinking with that?
Two
Well,
Onis!
I don't-
3 Onis! Fuck! 3 Onis!
That ever happened?
They made a Christmas special, trust me. It was cringeworthy.
That was a thing? That was a fever dream. I
They,
don't... that-
they did their own Star Wars special. Shrek
I
special.
had a fever that day, and I don't recall that ever happening. This is me trying to...
Oh, yeah. Now that the light's on, you see my Infinity Gauntlets up there, but don't you see my Stormbreaker in the back? It's next to the drawers.
Yeah,
well,
I see
you know what? It doesn't matter because DreamWorks is still a better company than Disney. So I'll give them
You know
that.
DreamWorks was made by a guy who left Disney?
Yes, you told me. I remember. There we go.
Enemy's numbers drop.
I just swiped 4 Onis with 1 alt strike. This is a bad fucking class. On top of his sword steal ability.
I'll tell you what I would find sweet, sweet revenge. I no longer like the franchise, but I would love it if the franchise did this to Sony. Kingdom Hearts left and went just to Microsoft and Switch.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because they signed a deal with Netflix to produce a Kingdom Hearts anime.
Oh!
They will basically take all the video games and do it in a seasonal format.
No! Oh!
Well, I mean, no, they didn't say like anime, like anime. Anime was the code word, but it's gonna have similar graphics to obviously the games.
I
or
understand.
CGI.
It's appealing to the casuals. Nomura's trying to fix his freaking mistake with Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't like Nomura. I'm not gonna get any more Kingdom Hearts.
I
Kingdom
swore
Hearts to me
Kingdom Hearts.
was Kingdom Hearts to me was 2. That's it. I don't count 3.
I had to play 3 because it was the finale to a series I had followed for about 15 years. It's the original PlayStation, so I had to play it. As a long-time fan who played them on all the consoles and everything, I had to. And I got so burnt, I never wanted to touch that franchise again.
And I'm probably gonna skip him on the next Final Fantasy. I'm gonna wait and see what it's like. Then I'll get it. But not on console.
This is gonna sound really weird. I will probably buy, if it goes like to Xbox, I might buy it then, out of sheer morbid curiosity.
I would say wait. It's probably going to be on Sony's console first because Square has exclusivity with Sony.
Well, Sony's made Square their bitch.
I don't understand why Square's taking it. Like Square's kind of like mean. Why don't they just fight back against Sony and say no, we don't want an exclusive contract?
Cause whamming.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I've noticed the trend. Oh god. Square is putting all their woke products on Sony's consoles, yet they're putting all their good shit on the Switch.
No kidding.
You noticing that? It's like okay, we may be tied to you really hard, but let's just go give all the people the stuff they want on a different console.
Oh damn.
I'm actually glad I got the Switch now. Now I get to experience all the greatness on that thing.
Get the Trials of not the Collection of Mana series. Oh, that's awesome. Because it has Psychic Digital 3.
They don't have physical copy. I'm gonna have to get a digital copy.
Yeah, they do. They have I have a physical copy on my shelf of the Collection of Mana.
They don't have it around here. Trust me. They don't have it in the
damn.
city.
Sorry. Shit. Of the Collection of Mana. Yeah, it's worth it. And they're releasing the Saga series, which were Game Boy exclusive games, which is interesting.
Oh, come on. Stop spamming snow. Jeez. Oh, you...
I hate this cat. Not you guys, this cat. The cat in this stupid game. It's really ignorant and it's bugging me.
Ooh.
Hey, stop attacking Esther. Stop it.
Which of these legends interest you?
Wow, you're a dick.
What?
They keep spamming these friggin' snow abilities and incapacitating my 2 guys.
Ouch.
It's so freaking annoying.
Can feel you there.
What legend would you like to hear?
Hold on.
One of my
There we go.
favorites.
Roly poly. Gotcha. Easy. Do you like the changes so far in Trails of Cold Steel 2?
Yeah, they've upgraded a lot of the, added a bunch of really cool convenient features.
Yes.
Like, you know, upgrading the, whatchamacallit?
The airship?
No, the ornament.
And Oni
Oh, the... I know what you're talking about.
and locust swarm,
The Sephith.
eager to feed
Yeah, they've made it so, like, you can make it, like, have a level 2 type and all this other stuff, but that's really good.
harvesting.
You're gonna have to lock the speed Sephith so he can get Chrono Burst.
Scraps on the
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get Chrono Burst as soon as possible.
village.
As soon as that
You
thing's
can
available.
you can get it once you get Fee. You got Fee, right? You
Yeah,
got-
I have
you got her?
B.
Yeah, start unlocking. Keep using her, and you're gonna unlock her Chrono Burst.
Oh, with her master quartz.
The
already-
quartz ability she has.
Yeah, it already unlocked it. It already unlocked Chrono Drive and Chrono Break, so I'm waiting for Chrono Burst.
Yeah, she'll get Chrono Burst. It might take a while, but she'll get Chrono Burst.
She's gonna become a death machine. I have a feeling like that. Of course, it makes sense in lore.
She's kind of broken in two. Like, oh my goodness, her abilities are like even more broken in two.
They made her more broken. Wow.
Fee was basically my go-to in part 2. Well, until like the very end, and then I switched it with Emma because I found she was very powerful with her Chrono Burst, or not Chrono Burst, her Sephith ability. Basically, all her arts did like so much damage, so that's why I went with her in the end.
Ain't got no problem there.
I literally found out she's overpowered. You can make her overpowered.
There we go. Oh, and I forgot to use the rest ability. So what are you doing? You can crouch in that game, John?
Oh yeah.
Does that do mechanics?
Yeah, it does.
Added their forces.
In this mode, it's kind of useless to use it, but you can duck. At least. In story mode is where you'll use it the most. Damn, what did I stab? Huh.
I hear dogs barking.
How old are your dogs?
My dog is 5 and the cat is 2.
What's he barking at?
No, he's 3. No, my cat's 3. What am I talking about? He's 3. No, he's barking because my godfather came back in the house. He barks when people come in the house.
Your dog has quite a weird personality.
No, he's a Yorkie.
I'm about to say, he smells like a, from the sound of the bark, he sounds like a mild, mid-sized dog.
Their enemies defeated, the ghost prepared to face more. The enemy refused to retreat.
90 damage, nice. Oh yeah, look at the damage. Fire weapons definitely great against ice types. Gotcha. Look at that, just destroyed.
Ah, it's a giant cockroach. I hate these bugs.
Yeah, the giant cockroach was returned.
I would rather these than what you want in Resident Evil spiders. I'll take these.
A wounded ghost fell to the ground.
Well, you may not like Trails Cold Steel 3 because there's spider type enemies in there.
Well, those are fine. They're not going to be very realistic looking. Like if they had used them in RE2. That
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm not a fan of? I'm not a fan of bees and enemies. I don't like bees.
We'll be glad when they do the RE remake, they never add the crows. I hated the crows.
It's like they get infected by anything almost gets infected by the damn virus.
Which is, I don't understand, how in lore did the T-virus ever go away?
Well, no, it didn't have that whole spread in the atmosphere effect. That's why it always had to be dropped somewhere. Not like the movie where it said, oh yeah, it can go into the air.
Well, you know what I mean. Oh, I think I know the loophole they use. It could only be transmitted by bites.
Bites or scratches. You know, kind of like any sickness you would get in reality from a person like that.
Yeah, it's not airborne. It never had the time to become airborne.
Yeah.
That
the nuke alone was it destroyed the one in Raccoon City in the games.
Yep. And also destroyed Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
But no, Umbrella always just corporations or whatever.
Yeah, and Wesker joined their rival organization, just simply called the Organization.
I've forgotten their actual name too yet, which I don't think.
Knew we could do it.
The ghost's fight was far from over.
Am I the only one who, whenever I think of Umbrella think that Umbrella Corporation is as stupid as Weyland Yutani?
It's worse. Because at least Wayland Yutani takes a couple something hundred years. Umbrella's kicking from the 90s to the two. Actually, they've been doing this since the 60s.
But, well, they're really dumb.
Yes, they are.
I think they've become like the Wayland Yutani level stupid. Oh, there's this alien on here that creates xenomorphs. This would be a great thing to take back and study.
No, it's funny is the G virus infected creatures like William Birkin have to transplant it kind of like an alien for it to spread.
Oh yeah, that was messed up. I wonder if they got inspiration from aliens.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Just look at the underground lab.
Oh yeah, that had aliens written on it. And the way that some of the soldiers acted, we're all gonna die, man! We're all gonna die!
The ghosts took a moment to celebrate their victory.
Boss wave incoming.
Although, which aliens is your favorite? Mine has always been Aliens 2.
I'm not a super. I enjoy the movies, but I'm not a super big fan to end up having a favorite. I'm more the Predators side.
No, if you were to exclude Predators, because Predators are... I love the Predators the best.
Yeah.
But of the Alien franchise by itself, you know what I mean, just Aliens. Which was your favorite film?
Oh. Shit. It obviously ain't gonna be 2 or 4, because those are just there to entertain you with no brain.
Oh, that's true. One probably then.
Then if I say I'll take things in continuity, I'm taking Alien Isolation.
To the film.
It's a film. It's filmed in a VHS style.
Okay, Alien Isolation is kind of, even though it's a video game, yeah. It's in the universe.
Oh shit. Damn it, the farm's in trouble.
We pretend Prometheus never happened, nor the new Alien movie.
With the original idea that they were gonna go with Alien Covenant, it would have fixed the problems, but they didn't go with the original version.
That David created them.
Yeah.
Once again proving androids are evil. And apparently David was modeled after Wayland Yutani. That go figures! When I found that, I was like, well, no wonder he's a psychopath and extremely stupid. He was modeled after Wayland Yutani. You, Libra, what's your favorite Alien film?
Aliens versus Predator.
We were just saying, I just said aliens by themselves. We don't include the Predators.
Did you just hear how quiet it got for a second?
Frickin', I don't remember which one.
Damn, Q, it sounded like you were about... You just got quiet when he said Alien versus Predator, like you were gonna kill the man.
I didn't want...
No, I'm just really busy playing this, so like
No,
I'm trying to...
I'm playing this, but I also was a little stunned, too. I was like, Alien versus Predator. My least favorite one.
The video games got that more right.
I mean, I don't like the very first Alien vs. Predator. I'd rather go for Requiem.
Because at least it has a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah, like they go in the hospital and do the chest burst aliens.
Oh no, the Predalien impregnates all the pregnant women, and they're bursting out of the baby.
Up.
Yeah.
that was like extremely dark. That's like one of the darkest moments in that movie. I was like, oh my god! And nowadays that wouldn't fly. That was back when movies were good. Sigh.
Me and this guy are like working in synchronization, and we don't even have a microphone. I'm not even using the game chat.
I feel like I can remember, Barry. Remember those movies were good? Before you came on, Labor, we were talking about what made kind of like the Lord of the Rings movies good.
Oh, okay.
My favorite Lord of the Rings of the original thing has always been 2.
Somebody
Yours?
asked me before, what should somebody asked me, oh, they should make a Ghost of Tsushima movie. I was like, go watch no, here's the thing. There's already Ghost of Tsushima movies. Go watch every Kurosawa movie.
That's true. Kurosawa is. Yep, you're right. I forgot about Kurosawa.
I forgot the name of the movie, but this is one samurai type movie where the samurais were using guns, because Angry Joe used the clip from the movie. It was actually a clip that was from this movie where, in subtitles, okay, these red samurai armored guys started charging in, but they had the enemy forces had guns, and then one of the generals was like, "My lord, we need to retreat," because he had it's obviously subtitle. They didn't have this one in dubbed, so the guy was like this, "You coward! Everyone knows that guns are for pussies!" And he charged it. They all charged in still. I was like, oh shit. You know what? These are some bad motherfuckers.
I think the Samurai Warriors franchise was inspired by Kurosawa.
I like the Samurai Warrior games.
Those are some awesome games. That's one of my favorite series because you can create your own character. Your in character is basically
and your own army in Empires, which I like the Empires versions better because you gotta literally fight for control of each territory.
Oh yeah, see, and that one, Empires.
That's like trying to play a third-person Total War, and you would be on your chair all day just to complete one scenario.
I know. I picked Nobunaga's faction.
Oh no, I made mine. I put my character and I was working as just a regular guard, and not guard, but I was the advisor to Nobunaga. I defected, had enough of his army to join me. Oh god, it was a war for the map.
Yeah, the Empires game, you can really turn those into basically an actual war.
Yeah.
A faction war.
Here's the thing, what I did, I gained alliances with everybody, so my trades and my income would increase for 12 turns. I would have like a year-long alliance, so nobody would attack me and I would build. I would build an army.
So you used like your year alliance to build an army out of nowhere, and they come in, they're like, oh, we're gonna kill, oh no, what have we done?
No, if you attack the main capital of an enemy, you can take all the territories they captured just by taking the capital.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very people that I fought against, I employ them.
Force them into servitude.
Some of them said they wouldn't be employed, so they would go join the other enemy, and then I would just execute them afterwards.
Yep. I was kind of that way in my campaign, but I never did the your own. I was kind of the okay, so you defected to the enemy. Okay, that's it. I caught you again. You die.
Oh shit! There was a.
Because I don't like traitors.
I got set on fire. And then you can actually romance the female samurai warriors, like from the games.
Yeah, we don't. Samurai Warriors is a franchise I wish they would bring back.
No, they're doing that with the new Dynasty Warriors 9. They're giving that a full-fledged return to the Empires version because they haven't done Empires in a while.
Oh yeah, what was the last Empire one? PS3?
Yeah, which was the Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires? No, I think it's either 8 Empires because we're on 9 right now.
Mm-hmm. See, I never really could get into Dynasty because it was Chinese, right?
I like the crossover game with the Orochi bringing the world of the Dynasty and the world of the Samurai Warriors colliding, so you'd see Nobunaga fighting like Lu Bu and shit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
and then the rift opened up because they included Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden in it, and it said that he also got pulled through the time by Orochi, so he's there also.
Yeah.
I was like, really? You just an excuse to put Ninja Gaiden?
But Orochi games were pretty awesome. We all can admit that.
I like that the Zelda game took it in that direction with the Hyrule Warriors. I played it and I was like, holy shit, this fits with Legends of Zelda.
Yeah, and the new Hyrule Warriors game that they're making is basically...
It's a prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, and there's a lot of unanswered questions involving Breath of the Wild. So that was a good move. And so many people want to know, what timeline does it take place in? And I'm like, timeline doesn't matter. Because all the timelines are so screwed up, it's ridiculous.
I know, right? It's like they're meant to be their own game in their own... That's what's called the Legend of Zelda. Like, it's its own legend. Each character, each Link is his own legend.
I'm going to probably say something that'll probably make every one of you all sad. How the third time wasn't supposed to ever exist. You know what Four Swords Adventures was going to be? The Tale of the Imprisoning War. I know.
Your soul is mine.
You were going to find out what the interlopers were and all this other stuff, but nope. Uwada wanted to advertise that stupid Game Boy adapter and botched the story.
Oh damn, they're playing the heavy Oni music now in my ear. What's coming? Oh, and they got blind effect. Alright. Where you at?
Ooh, holy shield.
I always find it funny how someone says, "Oh, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is not a dark game." I laugh.
You'd be surprised.
I'm like, have you not played the game?
I know, right?
And I also end up saying to them, I'm like, by the way, Ganondorf isn't the real villain of that game. It's that damn owl.
And the smiling moon.
Oh yeah, the moon is that moon is terrifying in Majora's Mask. That moon is its own villain.
Oh my god, it's two Onis. Killed him. There we go.
I found it funny was there's this smiling moon crashed into the planet and kills it.
Wasn't the evil moon created by the Deku Kid or whoever he was?
Skull Kid.
Skull Kid.
Skull Kid really does try to redeem himself in later works, which is really interesting.
Yeah, but he's the one who made the moon evil, so the moon wasn't evil before, it was just a regular
Actually,
moon.
it was the mask that he took the Majora's Mask and all that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the mask of Majora played a part in that, but that's for here or there.
Oh, son of a bitch!
What?
So
I was about to do a
Was the Majora's Mask kind of like Soul Calibur, the evil version of Soul Calibur?
Or
not?
I can't remember the full continuity of the text of that, but it's the Majora's. There was a Majora race. There were aliens, practically.
Well, I know that because I played them.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I can't remember. The Majora's Mask was just evil, probably.
Where are they gonna attack next? Wave 11. Shit.
The enemy's footsteps grew nearer.
Oh, they're not attacking the farm, they're attacking the stables. Swing on the ninja ropes.
They're gonna take back the cows!
Oh, and they're going for the villa? The Oni ain't playing this time. They're mad.
Supercharged.
Although, when speaking of movies, my favorite of the Predators was basically Predator 1, and then that newer Predators movie where the humans are just dropped there and they're basically food for the Predators.
Oh yeah, Predator is the third one.
Yeah, that's literally my favorites. Because I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I like the second. I like the second one because you both not only you got the cop facing something that's outside his element, you got the Predator in an element that's not the jungle.
That was true.
It was a challenge for him and the cop. And I think if the Predator is to be the ultimate hunter, he needs to adapt to a situation in a place that isn't his own.
That makes sense. I think I mainly like those two because the threat level is really high.
Yeah.
I love the first one for Arnold Schwarzenegger because, like, how he not only played psychological warfare on them, but all sorts of different ways. And the only reason Arnold Schwarzenegger figured out was, oh, he can sense bullets. Okay, I'm going to take the bullet powder and mix it and make these arrows. He can't tell the difference between sticks and twigs. And if I cover up in mud, I'll create a perfect camouflage. He reads body heat.
Ghosts took a moment to celebrate their victory.
Shit, I still don't have enough. Damn it.
Damn, you can do the game. Your face.
Huh?
Here, Splinter.
I'm watching your stream while I'm playing my game. See what all that multiplayer has to offer.
Well, right now, since I don't have no one to do the story co-op with, I'm just doing the survival to make my character strong. Yeah.
Your character.
Yep. Alibaba. Shit, they're taking the stables, dude. You're gonna have to go over there. I'll deal with the stables.
Was I the only one who thought that Gears of War should have stopped at 3?
Everybody says that. Microsoft didn't get the memo.
I'm just wondering because I never have bothered to touch or look at the story past 3 because 3 was like the ultimate conclusion.
Yeah.
After they killed the Locust Queen, there was just like no point in continuing the series.
Not only that, but they killed off all the locusts. They were all the locusts were infected with that stupid virus, and then you released a cure and it killed them all. So they shouldn't have come back at all. It made no sense. From a world building sense and a writer sense.
Anything to keep money going. Money brings back a franchise.
Well, if you want that, just create Black Ops 4.
Which is technically Black Ops Cold War.
I'm getting the Call of Duty used because they're catering to China. That's the only time I'm gonna buy this new Call of Duty. I'm not buying it new.
What, Modern Warfare 1?
The Black Ops.
The Black Ops one.
Oh.
Because they're catering to China. Haha, he missed. Man, I'm doing so good with this friggin' flame sword right now. Alright, through this blue chest. Spring lock. Oh wait, it's a purple chest. I can't open it.
Shit, there's only taking on 2 of us.
Well, that can't be.
I assassinate that Oni right from the air.
Wow, you killed my friggin', you killed one of my allies again, you son of a gun. Alright, die please. There we go. Spam magic and kill him. I can't wait to complete this overpowered wand. Then it's gonna be like... I'm gonna be almost unstoppable with it.
Was no match for the ghosts.
Wait, the villa's still in danger? Where's there no— oh, it's a bear. Shit.
A ghost barely clung to life.
Oh, come on!
Death advanced one.
I really hate this update to PlayStation. I'm gonna rant on it.
What are you trying to do?
Download freaking to make sure for the 2 games I know take up space that I don't want to lose the viewing online store too.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I have 2 games that I paid a lot of money for. I have a lot of things on there. Let's just say I'm putting some download content that basically for games that are already on PS4, I'm putting on here. You get what I mean.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I re-downloaded Persona 5, because I have it digitally, and re-downloading my Record of the Argus War 1 and 2. Both are fairly big games.
You're gonna like my video tomorrow.
Well,
Crap. Oh, come the frig on.
The ghost savored their victory for now, but knew in the days ahead they would face great danger.
whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Because of course I am.
Relax for a moment. Listen to these tales.
thanks.
Although I had to love Brett's guy, world review of the PS5. It's just nothing but him ranting on it.